Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. It's Sovereign Saturday, y'all. Fight the negative mindset. Fight the negative mindset. Now, I'm always promoting the winning mindset and, of course, a part of being sovereign and just winning in life. I always promote that, but let's be real. Negative thoughts always come. They always come. I don't care how positive you are as a person, upbeat. You're going to have those moments you're like, I don't know if I can do this or what'll happen. It's normal though. It means you're thinking. It means you're human. So there's no shame in having them. Only problem is if you let it take over your life, it's letting them fester. That's the problem. Like a general rule of thumb I have is whenever I have a negative thought, I think positive. All right, I think positive. And that's one thing I always do. I was like, okay, this ain't gonna work. I say, oh, I won't be able to do it. It's like, well, no, maybe I can do it this way. Or if, I just pop up or think about something that happened negative, because we all had negative moments. Anybody who say they didn't have a negative moment, they're lying. I'll just sit back and say, yeah, that was a negative situation, but here's a positive one. Like, okay, I'm known for talking about man gets woman on this channel. Okay, we've all been rejected. And, every now and then you'll think, oh man, she rejected me. But then you think, immediately replace that with the woman who was cooperative, who didn't reject you, Or you might not have got that raise on a job. Think about the job you got the raise. Or even more, think about the times you might have gotten fired or laid off. But then replace that thought with when you got a job or got a better job, you got a raise on a job. See, the thing is, the negative mindset is always going to come there. But you got to fight that joint. You got to be up there, you can shoot. You got to, boom. Actually, I don't do hooks like that. If I'm fighting, I go straight for the nose. But yeah, anyway, you just got to fight it. You got to fight it. You got to fight getting down because it's going to happen. And I don't care how successful you are in life, you're going to have those moments. The key is to manage those moments, keep them under control, indeed, even learn from those moments. Because when something negative happens, okay, what was the lesson there? What did you learn? Indeed, many successful men, they will have those negative moments. They will have those negative times. They've had the failed businesses. They've gone bankrupt. They went through some terrible times. What they always say is, I learned from it and I came back better. And that's part of the fight too. The part of the fight is not so much keeping the negative moments down, but rising from it. You got to fight to rise above it. Like, yeah, you in that hole right now. Okay, climb out of the hole. That hole is the negativity. Climb out of it. And then learn from it so you don't repeat that negative instance. Because others are going to come, but at least say, you know what? Yeah, I went through that time. I was feeling this way. I learned a lesson. It's not going to happen again. And even if it does, it's like, okay, you can at least fight it better. You got to have that mindset because it's always going to come. Because like I said, we're human. Things happen. We respond to stuff, even if we don't publicly acknowledge it. Sometimes somebody going to say something that annoys us. Okay, we got to learn from it. See, and that's the thing. That's the thing in life. But see, one of the problems I'm seeing with many men, they are just directly dealing with the negativity. They living off of it. Indeed, you get some people making money off of other people's negativity in myriad ways, going beyond what we might hear or see on social media. A lot of people, they making their living off the negativity. You got to think about that too, but you also got to fight that. And on that level, well, it takes a little bit more to deal with. But on a personal level, as a man who's rising to become a sovereign man, you gotta think to yourself, wait a minute, okay, I'm gonna fight this. I'm not going to let this hold me back. Because how you gonna be a sovereign man, but you let negativity hold you back? You can't be sovereign in that instance. You can't have control over your life. You know, you can't wait. You can't let that happen. You gotta fight it. And then even once you reach that level of sovereignty and you know your life is mostly positive, you got to keep that negativity from creeping in to the point it can bring you back down. Because trust me, it will try. It'll try. Some little thing will try, because that's just nature. But you got to fight it. Get the dukes up, you know. Get the dukes up. And yeah, you know, and yes. One of the things that's a great feeling is when you do defeat it. It's a great feeling. Trust me, it's a great feeling when something negative comes your way and you just like, you're not dealing with it like you were. You are rising above it. And that's the important thing. And you, like I said, and let's say you've had a negative mindset most of your life. You watching this, you're nowhere near sovereignty. You know what? You think about every single time you actually won something, no matter how small, how tiny, you know, every gift you got, every accomplishment you had, you know, every time you smiled, you were happy. Start thinking, if things mostly negative, start focusing on those, you know, focus on little. There's nothing wrong with celebrating a little victory, nothing wrong with it at all. Do what you have to do. You know, do what you have to do. Do what is necessary. Trust me, you can make it. Because you have to. You have to keep going. And that fight, I wish I could say that fight ends at some point. You can get to the point, hey, I don't have to deal with it. Nah. Because that's just nature. Day always become day. No matter how bright it is during the day, how many clouds aren't in the sky, you know, how warm it is, night always comes, no matter what. You know, no matter how warm it is during the summer, winter always comes. So you're gonna, and that's just the nature of it. Thing is, don't let the negative stuff dominate. I'm gonna emphasize that over and over and over again. You gotta fight it. You gotta keep it down. You gotta keep it under control. Your positive mindset has to outweigh anything negative. All right? So I want everyone to keep rising to that level of sovereignty, peace, and blessings.